Good morning, beauties. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. This is your girl, Jeannie Nicole, coming to you today with another interesting find that I had recently. So, if you're new to my channel, a lot of times I'll post videos on health nicks and knacks and just basically, I guess you could say, like natural habits and ways of doing things. So in my family, we're not like against medicine, but we definitely have always preferred a natural way of handling things as they come up with our bodies. Okay, so kind of got that from my grandma, and then it was passed on to my mom, my aunts, and so on and so forth. So I recently got some herbs, okay, from a doctor in Nigeria. I'm going into my third week of taking these herbs, but y'all listen. So I'm taking them for my reproductive system. If you have been following my channel at all, you know that I have had a history of endometriosis, stage 4, which was not found or diagnosed until I actually had surgery like 2 years ago. So shortly after surgery, another cyst was found on the one ovary that I do have, and my AMH levels were pretty low. So at this point, we are looking back at natural remedies to kind of help the cyst not keep reoccurring, so that I don't have to be put on birth control like the rest of my life. Okay, so that's where we're at. So one of my YouTube followers, actually, bless her heart, suggested this doctor to me. And so I figured I'd try him out since Dr. Heyyyy is no longer with us, and so many people continuously ask me if his herbs are legit anymore. Well, the answer to that is I don't know. Okay, so I am trying somebody else out, and I'm not gonna reveal his name until I get my results. So if they work, I will tell you, I will blast it to the rooftop, who he is, how much these herbs cost, and all of the information. But anyways, what I wanted to make this video for was to let you know that I finally found a way to take extremely bitter herbs. So in all honesty, when I ordered some herbs from Mrs. Dr. Heyyyy, the Patsy Bowman woman, she sent me a tincture, and it was so bitter. Like, I could not even stomach it. I just couldn't do it. So I would never know if they worked or not because I didn't start taking them. Yeah, I tried, and they were just too nasty. So this doctor from Nigeria sends me these herbs, okay, with specific instructions. And lo and behold, I taste them, and they taste about, as equally bitter as the herbs that were sent to me from Mrs. Dr. Heyyyy like 3 years ago. So I'm like, okay, here we go again. I'm gonna have to figure this out. So I was researching, looking on YouTube, and that's something else I do as well. If I don't find a video that caters to my needs during something that I'm researching, then I'll come back and make that video if I find an answer. And I found an answer to what you can take if your herbs are so bitter, too bitter to swallow, so bitter you want to cry before you take them, and as they go down. Okay, so I was researching, and I found out that you could chase it with lime juice. You could try to take some type of citrus concoction. Vanilla was supposed to help. Peppermint was supposed to help, like mint leaves and stuff like that. But y'all, like, I put all this stuff in there. I tried to chase it with everything, every type of water, like, not water, juice, anything really. But it's like you don't want to take anything too sugary because then it defeats the purpose of the herbs, right? So what I found was that peppermint oil works, y'all. Peppermint oil is the key. So you put a little bit, I remember, I think in science class or maybe somewhere random, seeing the diagram of the tongue. And I know that the sensors, the bitter sensors of the tongue are kind of like near the back of your mouth. So if you take a dab of peppermint oil, it got to be real, y'all, not this fake stuff, and dab it like all the way in the back where the bitter part is. When you take these herbs, or if you decide to take anything bitter for that matter, man, it'll soften the blow so well. Now, I still chase it with coffee. That is what I have found to work. I don't put a lot of creamer in there, but I hate black coffee. So I do put a little almond milk creamer in mine. But, man, y'all, like, it's that peppermint oil has allowed me to take these herbs that are so nasty, but they so far are working. I can tell a little bit about them, you know, as far as what they're doing. But whew, I just had to get on here and tell you that's a secret. Get you some peppermint oil before you take these bitter herbs, especially if it's a liquid tincture. Like, you don't want them problems. And me personally, I still chase it with, like I said, coffee because it's warm. And after literally probably about 2 gulps of coffee, good. I'm not burping that nasty stuff. I mean, y'all, this stuff's so nasty. You could take it and hours later still be burping that bitter taste. So don't do that to yourself. You don't have to suffer the torture that I did. Take the peppermint oil. Thank you. That's all I have. Oh, and don't forget, like and subscribe if this video was helpful, and give it a thumbs up. And as usual, you're more than welcome to leave a comment below, ask a question below, share with your girls, whatever you need to do. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Holla!